So, Captain Rex, the go-to guide for the anti-meta. This character just keeps coming back like a turd that won't flush. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't like the character, in fact I do, but to be fair, I've not used him in the past until now. This is due to the joys of free-to-play limiting me to what I could build and what I could do, without not farming mods or not farming new characters, never at the same time due to lower rankings in the arena until I could get up to the top ranks and then fund the farming of both. Now with the latest updates to the game, the Sith are on the rise, and you would expect a Jedi team like in the movies or in the Star Wars TV programs to counter them, but no, it's Boomerang Rex to lead the way. Basically, I have Rex in the leader role with Wampa and Grand Admiral Thrawn and two other tanks, General Kenobi and Shore Trooper, or Baze, depending on who I'm facing. But my Shore Trooper is only 6 stars, and I have been worried about that he was not up to the job, but I've been impressed with him so far, so I'm going with Rex, General Kenobi, Wampa, Grand Admiral Thrawn and Shore Trooper moving forward. I have been using Mother Talzin and Darth Nihilus in the setup to slow down the opponents just to get my Wampa into the game and up and running to take control of the battle and lay the smackdown on whoever he likes, as he is a beast on so many levels. I took a gamble as a free-to-play player and took a long time to gear him up and ready to gear level 12. As you can see, once I 7-star him, so far he hasn't disappointed, and I would go as far to say as he's my favourite character in the game so far. Now the pros, it works well against most of the top team metas, like Sith with the Emperor Palpatine lead, and also Jedi training Rey. Rex has been a great counter to Emperor Palpatine and his pals, and whatever they have to offer up for Rex to counter almost makes me feel sorry for who I face. Even if Vader is the fastest character on the battle, doesn't do a thing once Rex counters all those lovely debuffs, which is the basis of a great Sith team, almost stops it dead. So, the guys at EA keep bringing out new characters to make players spend cash on the latest tunes, etc., but the old favourites characters like Rex and General Kenobi keep on trucking. I'm guessing EA are starting to regret having General Kenobi and Rex being so good in the game when it makes new tunes. Will Rex be the first tune to get nerfed? I'm hoping not. Besides, he's not the most tankiest of leaders, so let's hope they keep that in mind moving forward. The main goals while running a Rex team is to make him as fast as possible and increase his hit points as much as you can to make him less squishy. He needs to be gear 12 to add to his hit points. When I started off reviewing Rex, I had him at gear 11, and he was a work in progress, but now I have him at gear 12, one item away from completing him 100%. He's been fantastic to have. Now, there are some team setups you can't use him up against. I've tried him up against a Kylo Ren led team, and it didn't go so well, so I used a Commander Luke team instead and pretty much owned that setup. But I'll be trying it once I have the characters in place and gears correct levels, and will retry against a Kylo Ren team. Now, on why Rex is so handy in this setup, first he has 3 key components to a team that he leads. Okay, so first off we have Brothers in Arms. Brothers in Arms, clone allies gain 20% max health and other allies gain half that amount. In addition, whenever an ally suffers a critical hit, all clone allies gain 50% turn meter and the others gain half that. Now in this setup, obviously Rex is the only clone in this team, so everyone else is going to get half the amount of bonus. But this all adds up to how good Rex can lead an anti-Sith team. This really helps the rest of the team on hit points and boosts Rex's speed to turn his key 3 abilities round as fast as possible, which leads me into the first action on the battlefield with using Rex, and that is his Squad Discipline ability. This dispels all negative effects on all allies and grants them tenacity up for 3 turns. Clone allies gain 60% turn meter plus additional 10% turn meter for each effect dispelled this way. Other allies gain half that amount. That's the key part. Obviously, most of the people in the team are going to be outside of the clone section, but getting 10% turn meter for each dispel, and you've just been hit by a Vader swarm of debuffs, is fantastic in terms of your turn meter gain from when he dispels all those negative effects. Now this ability works well before and after the team you're facing is going before you, or after Rex using this ability. It stops a lot of Sith debuff attacks in its tracks and counters the future debuffs that are trying to be set in place, also giving you that all-important turn meter boost that your team really needs to win the battle in the allotted time frame. Now, his other great ability was looked at mainly as a raid boost until Zeta Vader teams and Commander Luke teams led teams into fully completing Rancor raids on auto, which are now so popular among the players. That ability is called Impending Shot. Now, Impending Shot deals damage to the target enemy and removes 25% turn meter. Now, this will help manage those tricky characters in terms of turn meter management, giving you the edge when facing them. Now, all these abilities can't be avoided, so these are 100% pure abilities, and the best of all is he's free to play. It's just down to the individual character's ability to resist these effects that can counter Rex's abilities themselves. Now, from some of these gameplay footages that are running through this video, the team is not 100% ready. It's missing a Zeton Wampa, but it can still take out teams on the offensive. Now, following the news and the new Sith characters, this should be a new life of an anti-meta for the latest changes in game moving forward towards the dark side. Darth Sion looks like an upgrade to General Kenobi and can come back to life too. So this is a must-have character for everyone that is playing this game currently. Expect play-to-play players to already get this within the first 24 hours of it going on sale, and then a few months' time to be farmable for the rest of us mere mortals that are free to play. So Rex and his squad discipline ability is going to be great to counter this new tune. Also, secondary characters coming out will be able to counter for Sion and his Sith buddies as well. Will there be some future Jedi characters coming out that could replace Rex and his lead team to help counter the dark side meta currently building up strength? Only time will tell. So to sum it up, Rex is back again and is a great counter to the Sith meta. Well, thanks again for listening. Talk again soon.